What's up? It's OMG.
And we just skip class with the progress report.
The progress report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl, Lalaa Shepard. This is another episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report, and I got the OMG Girlz in the building. What's good?
What's up?
It's crazy. This is our first interview, and I felt like we should have been did this, but y'all are here now.
Yeah.
Salute to my boy Ruben for always making sure he brings the dopest artists and talent through. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes. So I'm excited, man. It's good to see y'all back together. Y'all look great. It's
Thank
a lot
you.
to get into. I love the new record.
Thank you.
So let's start from the bottom. Like, talk about first meeting each other. What was y'all first thoughts when y'all first met each other?
Okay. Well, me and Zonnique have known each other since birth, so I don't ever remember like not knowing her. But when we first met Bree, I really thought we had saw her video on YouTube first because her uncle was our security. We were like looking for another girl, and he showed us. And I remember thinking she could really, really dance, and she was super cute,
super talented.
Then we seen her in person. I'm like, oh, she a good fit. Like, okay, that's dope. Because sometimes you'll see something on the internet.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we seen her in person. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah, and then when I met them, they brought me in and took me in as family. So it's always been good energy since the beginning.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Absolutely.
And
So,
definitely, knowing that they were very talented as well, like seeing them and being able to work with them has just been, stuck like glue since the beginning.
Yeah,
100%. All from Atlanta.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Mobile to be exact.
Okay, Mobile.
Yes.
Okay. So how long have you been in Atlanta? When did you move to Atlanta?
Since I joined the group, so that was like, what was it, 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
probably close to 12.
Yeah,
really.
12.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Hey, how does that make y'all feel when y'all say that? Like,
Sorry.
Like, woo, time is going.
Getting us there.
Yeah.
yes, because it was 2009 y'all officially formed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's just
Recall
been a
y'all
while.
mindsets.
No, yeah, you said.
Recall y'all mindsets back then. Like, what was y'all on back then mentally?
I think back then, you said like just where was our mindset at?
Yeah, just what was y'all on?
I feel like that we just were like young kids just enjoying life.
Yeah.
Like, we had started OMG, but it wasn't like, oh, like we're working or we're starting something that's going to be major. It's just like, we're having fun. And, we're
Felt
getting
super natural.
Yeah, very natural. We're getting to do stuff that we love. We're out in the studio. We get to hang out more than we would on usual.
Yeah.
We all doing homeschool together. So it was just like a great time.
Yeah.
It felt like a lot of fun.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And living your dream.
Wow.
It's definitely everything.
Love that. So homeschool, how was doing homeschool as opposed to the traditional going to school route?
Ooh, well,
We did both.
we did.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
did do both. On tour, I'm more of a visual learner,
I feel
so
you.
it was like a really big adjustment for me. And actually, I think we ended up having to get a tutor because the adjustment was so hard.
Yeah.
For
Get
me
it.
personally, but I still enjoyed it. It was easy, but just not being like able to have a teacher in front of you. I don't know, something about that was just
Yeah.
throwing me off.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, okay, I was just about to say, it being online was just the big thing. Like doing everything online, having to turn your paperwork in online. Like you can't write stuff. You got to type up everything. And I was just like, I ain't really feel that. But I mean, it got the job done, and I'm very grateful that we was able to do both. So I mean, and then we were like our own classroom in a sense. So
Yeah.
that was a cool part too. So like
Everybody on
that
the
made
phone.
it better. That made
Okay.
it real better. Like
Yeah.
I was going to say that was definitely the most fun part about it because we were all like in a class together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we were in school, me and Bahja were never able to stay in the same class. We would always get kicked out or separated. So it just was a lot of fun, but also like missing certain little things. It's like, oh, like, dang, I could have did that. But also we were like on tour and traveling the world. So it's like, you got to.
Hey.
And what we picked was worth it.
Absolutely. So talk about what do each of y'all bring to the group? Like, what would y'all say y'all vibe is to the group?
Okay. So we were just talking.
Yeah,
about
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
funny. We
Yeah.
just were talking about that.
We were saying, well,
Go
well,
ahead.
I felt like, we all feel like Bahja is the most vocal of our group. She handles the business. If you got something in mind for OMG, you should go to Bahja. This is the OMG girl you should talk to.
Yes.
She
Get it
handles
handled.
things. She stays on top of everything pretty much.
Gotta have it.
And Bree is like, oh, go ahead. Let's not do it, buddy.
No, I was gonna go to you first. Go ahead. You go ahead. Or
Okay.
again, then I go to
And
you.
Bree's like our mom of the group, kind of like I want to like name it something else. Other than
Yeah,
mom.
maybe like a big sister more so.
Like the big sister. Like we can go to her for everything.
Advice.
Advice. Just call her if you just want to talk. Like if you need somebody to pull up, come through. Bree's gonna pull up. She's gonna be there. She's gonna answer that phone.
Yeah,
love it.
She's like, you know, and
100%.
you know, I didn't think that I had much of a place, but these girls just told me that I'm like the what?
The glue,
like
the
yeah,
glue.
we said
You're the mentor, like to make sure everything is leveled and like if anything needs to be leveled, then she's the one to make sure of that. And she like her calmness just brings such a balance to it. Like we're all
me and her are fire signs.
Yeah,
so we're super like fiery.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying like we argue, but I'm a Leo.
Aries,
Pisces.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay,
a mixture there.
Yes.
Yeah. So
wow.
so she's the mentor to the group, like the glue that we need, like the adhesive that makes everything stick together.
I love it. I love it,
Very
man. You know, just talk about working together collectively. Like, what does that look like in a studio?
You know what? I think that we're super respectful of each other during the process. I feel like we all bring something different, and we all have like done our own solo things. So we all write and everything. A lot of it starts with conversations. Like we'll talk about like what's going on, what we have going on, or it might just be like a random convo we have, and then one of us will be like, "Oh, like that's the song, that's the record," you know, and it kind of like just builds up from there. So our creative process is really just like a natural, it's like a natural conversation, and it just builds from there. But we do a lot of stuff from scratch, though.
Tight. And just, you know, being in the musically enriched city, like how has that influenced all of y'all?
Well, for one, baby, we love our city.
Okay, I'm about to say Atlanta's the city.
Yeah,
the A is the city.
We love the A. I feel like just being from Atlanta, you are just naturally inspired by everything that's going on here. I mean, like in the clubs, and I mean everywhere. Like Atlanta's a turn up city. Always.
It is.
Like, I feel like you can get everything here. I don't want to hype it up too much because you know people love to come move to Atlanta, but
It's true.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely, and also like you know the people that we are around, Xscape, and all these people that we've got to grown up around have, you know, taught us so much. So I don't remember what the question was, but like Atlanta definitely.
It's a
Like
big influence.
It is.
And too, like, you know, her mom is Xscape, so like we're low key like so deaf babies. So I think like just having that influence on us has really been, and just watching, like I remember Uncle Tip putting out like one of his the I'm Serious album, and like watching them work on that, and watching her mom like work on her stuff, and just kind of being in that environment. Like she said, it really does inspire you, and I think it just all inspired like us and really everybody around us to just be the best we could be, because we're literally around
greatness.
All the time.
So. And then me not even being from here, like, but being able to experience it up close and personal, and like also growing up here and doing that like at a young age, and then like the very key parts of your life, adolescence, and like seeing like as a young woman, Atlanta's the city. Like you gotta be in it though and see it and be here to experience. I know you don't want too many people to move here, but definitely gotta come in and not too much, but you definitely have to come here just to be engulfed by the culture. It's like even walking the streets of Atlanta, like you just see different vibes going on and stuff. You just can feel like Atlanta, the music behind it, and the history and the culture. Like you just feel it. Like you gotta experience though. You gotta experience it.
Facts. Now, I'm definitely curious, you know, again, from somebody that's been watching y'all since y'all was young, like, what's y'all relationship with Reginae now? Are y'all cool?
Oh, Reginae is like little sis. Her and my little sister are actually best friends. She is my niece's godmother. And so we're very close. Like, I think the unique thing about our group, period, is that there's never been like this big falling out. We can never be cool again. It was very family oriented from the start. It's always been that way. It's going to continue to be that way. They embrace Bree with open arms. So it's just like a real fun dynamic for the most part.
Yeah.
Very fun thing.
Everybody's cool.
OMG Girlz.
Okay, that part.
That part.
Look, I know you guys are tuned into the episode, but I need you to like and subscribe to our channel right now. Let's go.
Now, what y'all think, you know, with y'all being in the game for so long, just women just going crazy now, you know, whereas like back then, I don't think it wasn't like that back then.
Wasn't a lot of women out.
Right. It was women
it was,
out,
but
like not
now.
ever since everybody getting that, you know. So how's it for y'all just seeing that, like ladies going crazy?
Oh, we loving it. Like we like the women going up, like especially like the Lottos, Flo Millies, and all that type of stuff. Like to see everybody so many to name, and that's the beautiful part that there's so many to name. Like it's all about women, you know, uniting and girl power. So that's what we always been about. And that's what we love to see, like in action though. And then for people to collab with each other, that's even more like.
Agreed.
I just love it. It just makes it more fun to be a part of like you know, this industry and like seeing how it's coming about that way.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely. I agree. Because back then it's like we could name plenty of artists,
Right.
but you know what I mean in terms of just everybody getting that, you know.
Yeah.
We've been saying like it's a takeover of the women, right?
It
is.
Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What would be our advice to some young ladies out there that maybe just, you know, need some guidance, like just some game?
I would say just be yourself, be an individual. You don't have to try to be anybody else or emulate what you see. You can always be yourself, and that will always be good enough.
Yeah.
So that's like my biggest thing.
That was one of my
Oh, okay.
No, you good. That was good, though.
I always say, just continue to perfect your craft. Whatever it is that you are interested in, that you enjoy doing, just continue to perfect it. You don't have to like, you know, be winning, or even when you win, just continue to perfect your craft. You can always get better.
Okay.
That part. Okay, and then
that.
to bounce off of both of them, just keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep it in motion. Like literally, keep the motion going on, because like you can't always get it perfect or whatever it is. Sometimes you can learn in the experience, and sometimes you have the wisdom before the experience. So either way, just make sure you keep it moving, because you'll never know what come from it.
Yeah.
That part, I love it. So let's go down some of y'all songs.
Yes.
Where was y'all mind at when y'all made the Gucci this to Gucci that? Like, what was y'all thinking when y'all made that record?
What? That record was actually brought to us. I remember the first time we heard it. I think the producer came and he played it, and I remember being very excited about it. I mean, because we were so young, so I don't even think I was 14 yet. I think Bree had probably just turned 15, so we were just so young. And I remember being very excited and thinking like, "Oh yeah,
this
like
the one.
And it was right,
that's how I felt."
And then the Brat did the rap, and that was cool to even like know that the Brat did the rap, like to be able to do something from the great the Brat, like shout out to the Brat, like that was awesome. So like it was just magical. And then it was us being young and excited to do what we're loving. So and that's our first single. We was like.
I was also going to say, I feel like when we heard Gucci this, Gucci that, we felt like this sounds like OMG. Like, like this is us.
Yeah, exactly.
Agree. Now, where the boys at? Talk about that video too, because some of the brothers was in there. I think Domani,
the whole family.
It's so crazy how everybody is parents.
Right, like go from
that
that
video or parents. I'm like, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Where the boys at though? We did that after school. We had literally came from Grady High School straight to Silent Sound. The producer again had played it for us. We loved it. We cut it. I remember us loving it then. I don't even think that we thought it was going to be our single. A fun fact is we had another song that we liked a little bit better than that one. And the label actually was like, this is just such a good song. It's such a good song. And looking back on it, I am glad that we went with that one because it just was fun. It was cute. It was, you know, the video was fun and cute.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was super dope.
Had on a set.
It was.
We had the whole Lake Lanier.
I would say our whole family, all our family was there. Yeah. We you know, we had the guys, the little love interest. Stuff like that was fun for us at the time.
Jacob was in there.
It was like a big family set. And then I feel like the little water part at the end when we got to like do our dance and like have the water falling on us. That was like a big moment.
It was. And the slow motion having to do it like very slow.
We gotta do that over the grown.
We should. Okay.
We'll be hard.
Where the boys at?
You know what I liked about you guys and saying like past tense because you guys were young women then. It was age appropriate.
That's what I was about to say about the music too. That's what made it even more fun because it was relatable for us at the time. We were able to be fully kids, like we weren't pushing nothing that wasn't us. So.
Right.
Exactly.
And then that's what I think the people love too. The kids love too. That they had somebody to relate to and to sing and be happy about it. You know,
100%. And you know, while we speaking about that video for y'all, how is it seeing Domani and King become parents, dads?
Good.
So that's crazy for y'all.
It's so sweet.
It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and to see them in that role of life, like as young men, like to be actual amazing fathers to their kids. Yeah, it's like. Wow, like oh my god, like can't believe it either though, because they're like we remember them being so young,
like
baby, what in the studio running in and out, like, and now y'all running in and out with kids, right? Like, and got kids running.
I mean, these your siblings.
Like, somebody
they're literally all our siblings, but I mean, it's just so beautiful to see them be dads because they're doing such great jobs at it. All of them, even Messiah, I think nobody really even knows. Like Messiah has a kid now. Yeah. All of my brothers on this side. Or except Major. Major has a kid, but
Major said, "Don't put that on."
Okay. Major, but it's honestly just so beautiful.
I love that. I love that legacy. Now, what about you? Talk about becoming a mother.
Hey. love being a mom. I enjoy being a mother so much. I feel like it's changed me in such a beautiful way. I've always been extremely chill and just like I don't care. It's whatever. And I'm pretty much still like that. But I feel like my child makes me like care and like want to just be my best self at all times.
Amen. And she's an amazing mother, actually.
Yeah,
to witness her as a mother and be up close about it, like it's so beautiful to see that aspect of her to another level. She's handling it so smooth, so like with ease.
It's
You
a lot,
can,
though. It's a lot.
yeah, but you do it great.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I really couldn't do it.
Now, ladies, do y'all want kids eventually?
Yeah,
They
definitely.
better.
They better. Yeah,
Don't leave me out here by myself.
definitely do one day.
Yeah,
one day.
one
Till
day.
then, we'll be the aunties, great aunties.
Nothing wrong with that.
They're great.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, we're going to talk about the new music, but would y'all say that y'all, during this time, to transition from girls to women, am I missing anything? Like, just in terms of music? Because I know y'all did motion.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to make a scene. So,
Right.
was it like a gap in between?
Well, it was definitely a like
hiatus.
between I really wouldn't say a hiatus.
Okay.
After we put out motion and did the video for it, we actually went straight into like our lawsuit. So we were in LA for close to a month, almost 2 months, just dealing with that, and then coming home kind of off of that and just re-strategizing for the new year, figuring out how we wanted to do it. Like with us, we really like to do things with intent.
Respect.
And just like with purpose. So with Make a Scene, it was very intentional. We really were listening to the songs that we had been working on and what we felt would be the best one to put out to the world, especially after like motion was a good
I like
felt
motion.
some
Yeah, motion is a vibe. All
I
right,
like
thank
motion
you.
too, but I think we definitely wanted to just come and show people like vocally, video wise, songwriting wise, we're here, we're mature,
Yeah.
we are women,
Yes.
and the subject of the song I think is really mature too. And I don't think people expected that from us.
No, they didn't. I don't think so. And I love it.
Hey. You said it.
Yeah, you said actually right.
As a just as a fan and somebody that just known y'all like since kids,
Yeah.
I love the transition that it's we women now, but it's y'all wasn't doing too much. It was the substance.
Thank you.
I love that. So
Yes,
salute.
thank you.
And we gotta talk about the video too, because y'all had some big cameos.
Okay.
DC Young Fly, Jazzy Faye,
Yes.
and of course Jacob Lattimore. Y'all came up together pretty much.
Yeah.
So talk about the video experience. It looked lit.
Oh, the video was amazing. Shout out to Auntie Tamika. She directed it. She came up with the whole like scenario and how we're gonna shoot it. And when we shot it, it was just a great like fun time. We like actually did it in a few hours too. It didn't take too long. Like it was very quick. Like everybody got on set, did what they needed to do, knew what they had to do, and just like that. But it was a movie. That's exactly how I could put it. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say we were so appreciative of all the people who pulled up.
Yes.
And, were a part of it. And we had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah.
Like, getting us a little acting
That
on.
was-
Yeah,
everybody got to
like,
okay.
everybody gotta say a little one too.
Okay.
Love it.
And multi-talented, triple threat.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love that. Now, what the fans been saying? What's their feedback been like?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything negative about it. I'm
That's
like
alright.
chronically online, so I literally am searching our name. I'm in the comments. I'm everywhere, But I just feel like the conversation around us has really shifted, and I think people really understand the seriousness of what we're doing. And
Amen.
I think people are super excited to hear and see what comes next. I think we set a good precedent with this one.
Yeah, that part is
Amen. I love it. Now, we definitely got to talk about the lawsuit. And first of all, congratulations, lady.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We was talking about this off air, the cultural appropriation. When we think about the OMG girls, I mean, we think about color, just, beautiful black girls, you know what I mean? So can we talk about just first even learning about the lawsuit? Like, what made y'all look at the OMG dolls and be like, man, what the hell?
Well, for one, the name, the style,
Yeah.
The colors,
Yeah.
and then there was one particular
Outfit.
outfit that we were like, this looks exactly like our tour outfit, which we had got handmade for us.
Yeah, it was like custom.
Yeah, it was very much a custom outfit. So that's how we just, caught wind.
Yeah.
And was like, okay, hold on, we might need to tap into this a little
Yeah,
bit.
someone sent it to
Yeah,
her
my
mom out of like a Target catalog, and from there she sent it to my mom and her mom, and so the moms kind of like were like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then we kind of like started hearing about it from other people, because people did not know that we had no association with it, and so that's kind of like how it came to the forefront. And of course, like Auntie just was all over it. She was not having that. She was like, we are not taking this laying down.
Okay.
You know, and she just, you know, was trying to have those conversations and make that possible. So really big shout out to her and Uncle Tip for even giving us that opportunity to really be able to fight that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of artists don't get that chance.
No, that don't. They don't. Yeah.
You know, and the process was long.
It was.
How did y'all like stay focused during that time and stay sane? Because I'm sure y'all was like on edge, just waiting a decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think it brought us back together in a sense, and I think that's really how we stayed sane. I think that's when we already like were talking about, you know, like coming back together and stuff. But I think that's when we for ourselves kind of was like, okay, you know what? Let's do this one more again. Let's do this one more time. And just us being together, creating, having to go through that, it really bonded us in a totally different way.
Amen.
Then I think that was not one of the first times, but that was like a big time in our career and just us being a group where we really had to just, everybody came together and like, hey, we have to really get this situated. So I think it brought us together, honestly. And you know, staying sane, really, we kept each other sane, just talking to each other about it. And, you know, the girls, they just were so amazing. Like, you know, I really just put all my trust in them. And they just did so good. They did so good.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Also, bouncing off Beige, like, we're pretty much used to being around each other all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, that was our, like, first time in a while, just being together every day.
Yeah.
Hotel.
Like
So
how
it
we
felt like
used to.
old times. So it was kind of easy for us to say sane. Because together we joke all day. So like, we just turn into little kids.
Yeah.
We like, there's something serious going on, but we're joking and playing a lot.
Okay. Gotta make a balance.
Because we just love to be with each other.
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah. And, you know, last question on that, you know, what did it teach y'all about business?
I think that for the most part, because we started so young, we've kind of always been really knowledgeable, but I don't really think that we understood like how important it is to protect your intellectual property.
Yeah.
And so I think that like just for us and even other artists who are watching, like it's really important for you to fight for your ideas and your creativity. I think that we are just always so discouraged to not fight for our ideas and creativity because it's like, oh, well, there's nothing new under the sun. But when you're an artist, you know when something is you, when it's yours, when it's your idea. And so I think it really just taught us no matter what, we will always fight for our brand. We will always fight for what we created, no matter what. And we encourage any other artist to do the same.
Definitely. Use your voice. Don't think your voice ain't worth it. Like, it definitely is. You're worthy. And just using your voice. You never know who will see it and pick it up. Just do it.
Yeah.
Love that. Now we're talking about legacy. So y'all got an upcoming show with Xscape.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, how is it learning, like, you know, just seeing just legends? I mean, yes, directly, indirectly.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You know, this past tour we did last year was amazing to be on tour with such great legends and to see them up close and personal, how they even move in the background and like rehearsals and in the sound checks and just the professionalism of them and just showing why they're still here to this day and the legends are the legends that they are. It's just great to like such a grateful moment to have that. Like, you don't get the opportunity. Like, it's very rare. So to be able to do that up close and personal and perform on the same stage as them, monumental. So very grateful to even have that opportunity. And shout out to Auntie Tamika and Xscape, always making sure we're a part of things that we can be a part of.
I was just going to say, bouncing off of you. I love to bounce off of you.
We all get like, that's what we all do. I was going to say.
But I was just going to say, we're very passionate about our group. And I feel like, you know, being able to soak up things from the other groups, we're always like, ladies, we can do that. We can do something like this. Like, we're always just continuously learning stuff, being around them, and just being able to watch them. So it's a great experience for us.
Yes,
absolutely. I love that. Now I got this question I ask all my guests. I got to ask y'all to define our keyword progress.
Okay.
That's what we talk about up here. You got real progressive. So what does it mean to y'all?
Oh, thank you.
What does progress mean to me? I think it's like synonymous for growth. You know, I think progress is just growing, evolving, becoming exactly who you're supposed to be. And also, like, when you evolve, you never really are the same version of yourself. Like, I don't really think it's a right way to live life or to be who you are. I just think when you progress through life, you constantly change. And as long as you're growing, like, that's really all that matters.
Take that up. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Yes, I love that. I love that. You ate that up.
Yes.
I love when y'all look at me next.
Yeah, we turn the heads. Hey,
What was I going to say? I was just going to say I had it. It was there.
It'll come
It'll
back.
come back.
I was going to say progress looks different on everybody.
It does.
I would say, like, don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, like this isn't good enough, or you know, I'm not progressing because this doesn't look like what you would think. That,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
perfect or whatever it's supposed to be. But yeah, like it looks different for everybody. So just continue to grow. Like
that's good.
Okay.
It is
Yeah,
good.
y'all doing good. And
Love it.
I would say, I feel like they said some great, right? Literally. But I was thinking more of journey. Like it's just it's a thing. It's a life. It's
Yeah.
a lifetime thing.
Facts.
Like,
It is.
so as soon as you like hit the ground running, like that's what it is. It don't end till you end it. So
Yeah.
don't end it because it's never up unless you say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Love that, y'all. Love that. Love that. Love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So what y'all got coming up next? And when can we expect a full-length album?
So that's literally what I was about to say. That's really what we're working on for later on this year. We got a
Yes.
song coming from the summer, for the summer, another visual.
Nice.
But right now, I think we're definitely pushing towards our full length
That
project.
part.
We don't know if it's gonna be an EP or album yet,
Right.
but we're working on it. We have songs in the arsenal. We're still recording. Auntie does not let us not record.
I know that's
So we are constantly, just creating music, and I think people are really gonna be surprised with what they hear,
Yeah.
honestly. And we're all writing now,
Hey.
so both Motion and Make a Scene. This is the first time that the public has heard songs that like we've written and arranged by ourselves, and I just think that we're ready to show people we are exactly who we think we are.
Exactly.
Y'all ate this up.
Yes.
I can't wait to go back and edit and put this out. Like,
Yes.
This is so dope, y'all. Like,
Thank
I
you
just
so
love
much.
seeing y'all growth. I'm glad to see y'all back together.
Thank
Much
thank
continued
you.
success to y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
We appreciate
Of
you.
course, of course. Anything else y'all want y'all fans to know?
Team OMG, we love y'all.
We love you so much, Team
The
OMG.
most.
Stay
Y'all are the
tuned.
best.
Okay.
Y'all know that already.
Okay,
That part.
exactly.
That part.
The Progress Report.